Hi Stampin' friends, happy World Card Making Day. I apologize for my voice, it's just a little bit messed up still from allergies. I wanted to say what we're doing today, which is Mystery at noon, with midday, Mystery at midday. I was doing little alliterations like Stampin' Up! Does with their colors. Technique at 2 and Fall Color at 4. So what I have for you is a Mystery at midday. I posted some measurements and sizes and suggestions on my page, so you might look there, but I'm going to tell them to you right now before we begin. You will have a regular card front, like a regular piece of cardstock that is the typical 8.5 by 5.5, and you will score, of course, or just fold over at 4 1/4 to make a regular normal size card front. So that's what we're doing with this one before you ever even start with me. And then you'll need some designer series paper that matches the cardstock. And you'll need 2 pieces that are 1 7/8 by 2 3/4. And they'll be going across. If there's a direction to your pattern paper, these will be going like across, horizontal. And then going vertical, you'll need a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper that are 1 1/8 by 4. So going the length this way and then across this way. Okay, so I have my Stampin' trimmer here, and I don't use this guy very often. I pretty much only use it for doing this type of thing where I'm cutting and scoring, because I like to use a guillotine cutter. I have our old tonic style guillotine cutter with the arm. So this one is kind of just for this. So let me grab here's my little scoring blade here. You can put a score blade in here. This comes with a scoring blade that's handy for some people, but some of us have issues with that, namely me. And I have trouble remembering to change between the score and the cut. So I don't typically use the scoring blade when I'm doing this. So if that makes sense, that's why I'm being weird if it seems like. So what I want to do here is I want to score and then cut, or just cut, whichever. If you think a score line makes it nicer, I have a score line across here. You want to have that there so that you know when to stop. So you do have to go ahead and score and fold that so that you can see where you need to stop. Now the way I kind of like to do it is to line my paper up here and I want to do it at 1 1/4. So there's 1, and then 1/4 will be this second long mark there. You can still see there's a 1/2, 3/4, and 2. And so I want to come down here to where check it to be sure, where my score is, and then I'm going to go up. Now that looks big to me, 1 1/4. Let me check the one that I have here. I kind of think that is, no, I guess it is. Okay, so then I'm going up. And then on this side, I want to do the same thing. So what I do is just flip it over. If it's easier for you to do it another way, that's totally fine. But I'm going to go to 1 1/4. Then I want to take this back down because I do not want to get it too far. And then score up. So there we are. So there you can see we've made one of these kind of cards before where it's like separate little flappy pieces like this. So all we need to do now is take this piece, and we only want to score this middle piece, and we're going to do it at 2 1/8. So whichever way is easiest for you. I'm one of those people that likes to put it right here and then right here and get it exactly where I want it. So you can see, oh wait, you can't see, sorry. I've just flipped these back so that I can see what I'm doing, and then I've gone to 2 1/8, and I want to put this down, and then I'm going to just take my scoring tool and put it right in this line here. Well, I thought I could do that. Yeah, I can't. I've done it before. This is a different scoring tool, so let's see if I've got that done or not. Maybe I'll not do it in there. Maybe I'll do it one time like this. There you can see. There we go, just right. You could start it here, and it's just going to continue right in that little groove. So there's that. So now I have my piece scored right here in the middle. So there you can see. So that's our mystery. This is our little kind of card. I don't know if you can see yet exactly what we're going for, but what this will do is create and a half easel where the easel is only in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll put some kind of little stamp here in the center, and that will be what holds our card up, and then we'll embellish on the sides. So what I've done is choose, I have a piece of extra very vanilla in case I decide I want to put something inside here. Because one way you could finish this card out is to put this color inside, and then what you use on this piece here could be a color. So if that makes sense, instead of using the white piece like I showed you, you could put color here and then layer it on top, and that would make a nice sentiment area. So let's go ahead with what I've cut out here and see what we think. Again, using the Blackberry Beauty, I think it's called, paper. So there you can see I've got that piece and I've got this piece, and I think these should only be, I measured mine, but I think they should only probably be 1 inch wide. So sorry about that, but it's still gonna look beautiful either way you do it. But there you can see the side pieces. And then I would just kind of pick some papers that I like. You know, that's one thing about this. You've always got two sides, so you've always got choices. That one's probably not so great with this because I really chose this to look kind of sparkly with this Cajun Craze and then the Blackberry Bliss. And then I thought this was a little bit hard to use. This has a bunch of owls on it. And if you didn't buy the owl stamp set that goes with this, that could be a little bit hard to use. So I put it up here at the top because I thought that might make it nice look. When you fold it up, you won't really see it, but also when it's laying down and you have like maybe some pumpkins or something on here, that might just kind of look like it's up in the sky. So I did a green one. I don't really know what I was thinking. I think I thought it would look nice kind of through this, but you can still tell it's green. So maybe that's not the way to go. But anyway, that was what I was thinking here. So that is my setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this together. So, okay, so I got this put back together, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and trim this down because I think it would look better if it was just 1 inch wide. Okay, now see, that's just a little bit too small. So I cannot be happy with this. Apparently I wanted it to be, instead of 1 1/8, apparently I wanted it to be like 3/16 or something, or no, 1/16 instead of, yeah. So there we are. So here is my little tab that I'm gonna put on here. And apparently I got a little bit of ink on it. I don't know how. Very strange indeed. But let's pretend it's not there. Let's see. Try it over here on the side first. Let's see, I think I'll use it on this Post-it. Then I won't even have to throw away my paper, perhaps. Oh yeah, that's well inked. Line it right there. So there you can see my thankful. And then I'll just want to pop this up on dimensionals so that it will hold the card when it is put together, so that it doesn't, so it can kind of tuck this under there and hold it. Let's grab a few guys there. There we are. And that right there. So let's see, I'm just gonna try to see what angle I would want it at, and then just kind of scooch it back to that point. So then there you can see it. Oops, caught a dimensional on my fingernail. Probably pull off my fingernail polish. I did that one time. Managed not to. Tuck that back under there. Okay, there we are. So there you can see that will hold that up. So then what we want to do after that is just add some embellishments and some little extras. So in my mind, this would look pretty with some of our crocheted ribbon or some of our other colors that just kind of make sense with it. We don't have a whole lot of purples, but there are a few. And I just thought this could be kind of pretty across here. So I was thinking about maybe a bow. Oh, that's going to be awfully thick. I better just do a little tie like that. And then on this kind of ribbon, I kind of like it when it does a little bit of fraying on the ends. I don't know if that's, sometimes I don't care for fraying, but sometimes I think it's kind of cute. So there, that makes it small enough that I think it'll still go through the postal service without extra postage, but it's got a little bit of oomph to it. So then there you can see I will pop this up on dots, and I'll add this little guy. And I think that that will make a cute little stamp. Now, one thing that when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you only, like I'm going to attach this one later and then put this on top, because I'm going to put something, another color of orange behind it. But you want to only attach this piece. When a piece goes almost the full length here, you can have up to 4 inches. When a piece does that, you want to only attach it at the bottom so that it can stick up at the top here, if that makes sense. So the gold ribbon is gorgeous. I love the gold ribbon, but I'm saving it for my classes. It's become unavailable. It became back into stock, and then now it's back out of stock again. So I'm saving up my gold ribbon because I've used it on these guys here, and it's becoming scarce. So I'm hoarding it up. But you can see here that you don't want to attach it up here. So that's just one little possible snafu that you could have as you're attaching your card. Now, this is gorgeous with a lot of different ones. What I'm going to do for class in the next week, and I haven't totally decided what I'm going to do exactly as far as I'm thinking about changing this perhaps to a mint macaron base, but here it is using the whimsical Christmas paper, and there's so many different choices here. That one kind of gets lost a little bit, but so many different ways you can use these. I don't really care for that one, but that looks really pretty. And then just have a little tree on there and add a sentiment on the inside at your fold. So there, I think you can see that this is gonna be really pretty as well. And that gives it kind of a Christmas look. So we're not all harvest today. So if that makes sense, that is the mystery, I guess you'd say mystery fun fold for today. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy World Card Making Day. Bye-bye.